Hello guys. I think I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit, maybe. Maybe that was too much. Try that, maybe? I don't know. Hi, by the way. So I'm standing up right now, so the sound might be pretty good when I'm standing up, but it's probably gonna be lower when I sit down. We haven't really talked much crafting in a while. we so I figured I just show you a little bit of what I've been doing, how I'm thinking, and why I'm doing what I'm doing, and yeah, kind of that. As you know, I love working with book pages. So here's a book page again, and this is the image here is a copy actually of some stickers that I have. Just copied it on like regular printing paper. And these are some puzzle pieces that I got from this kit. I think I have video where I showed you. I bought this like big, huge scrapbooking kit from Tradera, and those were in here. And these little flowers here are from actually cut out from tea bags. So these are for tea. So yeah, this outer kind of casing on the tea bag. So that's the flower, and this I took off of something that was also in that kit, and same with the frame. Now, I have a few regrets with this one. First of all, I did not ink the frame before I glued it down. I did not ink the puzzle pieces before I glued it down, and I didn't ink anything. So that's a regret, because I love inking. Actually, thing with inking, a non-crafting friend of mine actually asked me the other day why I always ink everything. Why do you always ink the edges? And if it was another crafter, I would probably just say, oh, I like the way it looks. But I know she wanted more, and she usually like really wants in-depth answers of everything. So I started to think about why do we love the inked edges? I don't we Not everyone does, but a lot of us do love the inked edges and the kind of vintage, old, raggedy, scruffy style. Not all of us do, but a lot of us do. And I'm talking while I show you some of the stuff that I made that's not that interesting. So I started to think about it, and I came to the conclusion that, it brings the mind to, like, just look at this. For example, don't you think about, like, old hidden love letters in the walls, or treasure maps, hidden treasures, and, fun stuff like that. So I'm thinking it kind of tickles the imagination a bit more to have like old stuff. Like maybe that's why we are so into like older um older paper, and kind of yellowing, and the inked edges, and all of that stuff. Maybe it's a bit romantic, it's a bit mystery, it's a bit, tickles the imagination. So here's a little envelope. I'm still gonna glue some lace on the inside here, so it kind of hangs out. So this is just a map from a book that I glued into an envelope. So here's even you can see the edges where the sort of spiral was in the book. And I just cut this out. I used the lid of a glue jar. No, actually my glue stick, I think, to kind of get the shape. And these are photocopies of stickers, and I did a little stamp, and I have a little coffee dyed paper in the back. I think that's cute. Just add a little lace there. I think that's gonna be cute. And I started to make some Easter cards. I'm showing just 3 of them because these I already posted a picture of on social media, so some of you may have seen these already. Maybe you've seen them. I don't know. So I'm only going to show these 3 because they are already out there. The rest I'm not going to show because obviously I'm going to send them away. I can't afford to send to everyone that I want to send to, just FYI, but I'm hoping I can send to a bit more than I send Christmas cards to. So this one is on green craft paper and just a photocopy. I bought a bunch of vintage Easter cards, so I just took photocopies of them. So all of these 3 are photocopies just on regular white copy paper, and I glued lace on the back, on the edge of it, and just glued the whole thing down. Of course, I inked the edges first. Doesn't really show on camera that much. I inked the edges on the paper first, of course. It's me, inked edges. So, and I inked the edges of this, glued it on, and just put some little decorations on. Now, I don't have enough of these guys, and it bums me out. I want especially like neutral colors, like this is kind of a champagne color, light pink. Wish I had more. I don't. I think I have, where are they? They're missing in action. My desk, there they are. There they are. So this is what I have left. And I know. I need some, silver and stuff. But anyway, so and these are not around the corner. These are just on the front. So I inked the edges on this card too, and just, put some stuff. Cut out some little stuff from, I have a lot of ink and glue on my nails too. And the same here, just glued it on some. I'm running out of lace, by the way. I use so much of this thin lace, this, thin, is that the word I'm looking for? Well, this kind of narrow lace. I'm running out of it because I use it for so much. I used up a ton for the Christmas cards, so I bought new for the Easter cards, and I'm almost out again, and I haven't made many, and I'm using it like crazy in this. And this is that stuff that I'm working on right now, so I'm gonna move these out of the way. Now, my phone my phone keeps shutting me off, so I actually done this already. Already talked about, I have more to talk about. I've already talked about this already, but my phone cut me off again, like usual. So I've been doing these. I found another deck of cards. I use cards a lot. And now I was trying different types of glue and how they reacted. So I actually had notes on them. So these that are kind of warped, you see they're warped. I used like wood glue and this universal glue, and this was not good. They twist. This is such a wet glue, and you see you can set it to give like different kind of sprays. Even this setting, when it comes as little, it's still so wet. It makes all the paper warp, even cards. Let me show you. I had one that was even worse. Yeah, here. Just look at that. And I just glued a little. See this little thing here? That's all I glued there. And it warped this much. So I say glue stick and my RX. This is my go-to glue. I love this one. But I'm almost out, so I keep it upside down at the moment. This is my favorite. I think this would probably be a bit like, maybe not Fabri-Tac, but maybe the 3-in-1. Because it has a really strong smell, and it's kind of cold when it's wet, and but it also does, unfortunately, if I put too much, it kind of bleeds through. Now it dries clear, but it still leaves like a little, looks like the paper is still wet. So anyway, I'm gonna use these for tags and a lot of other things. So, and I have more of them because there's 52 in a pack. Yay! I'm gonna have some tea. Actually, speaking of tea, I'm gonna show you this. So Lipton Yellow Label have now. Oh, this one wasn't. This was dog. Have now little fun tags. So Today you look delicious. Wake up with a cup. 3 minutes from something beautiful. And they have a lot of other puns with tea in it, like, and a lot of, you know, these tags were like little reminders for us to take it easy and chill and stuff like that. So okay, so let's get to the stuff that I'm actually working on at the moment. And this is just a hairband. I bought a whole bunch of these a long time ago. I still have a few. Where did I put it? I had one that I haven't taken apart yet. This one is kind of semi-whole. I've taken the flowers off. There it is. So this is what they look like. They have different kinds of flowers on. But this is mainly what they look like when you buy them. And they cost $1 each. So I just take them apart and I get these suede ribbons. And I get this green leaf kind of trim. And some flowers. And then usually I take this elastic part and I put it together and tie a knot, and I cut it off and use it as a hairband, hair tie. So I get a lot for $1, so I bought a few of these. I don't know when it was, this summer or this fall or something. Actually, it was around midsummer, I think, when I bought these. So I've taken most of them apart, but this one I left like this because I actually used it as a hairband for a while, just to keep my hair out of the face. Like you don't know what a hairband is for. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. But now it just fits this little journal that I'm working on. So I'm going to sit down, so the sound might become a bit different because I don't have my headset. I used it outside when I was playing, when it was real cold. And the cord actually got so frozen that it snapped. That's a fun thing. So yeah, so I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna talk a bit more about this guy. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Are you okay? Did you change? No, you're there. You're there. You're okay. This is a journal for me. I have the exact same book upstairs, exact same cover, exact same printing year, exact same everything the same. Just two of them. So I figured first I was just gonna make a regular journal for myself. I usually use like a notebook, like this, to have when I do my own journaling, like putting in the monthly bills or make the budget or things that I need to remember. I usually use stuff like this. This is really cute, by the way. I got it last Christmas, not this Christmas that we just had, but the Christmas before that. My friend's daughter gave it to me. So Vilda, thank you so much for this. I love it. I had a really shitty Christmas this year, by the way. So that's not fun. So that's one of the reasons why I'm really excited for spring. That's why I'm making Easter cards in the middle of January. Just, I want spring, I want summer, I want flowers. Just bring it on. Okay, let's talk about this book for a bit. So I needed a journal for myself. And as I was cleaning, I saw, why do I have 2 copies? Because this is Utvandrarna by Vilhelm Moberg. This is like a classic, Swedish classic book. It's about when a lot of Swedish people emigrated to America to try and get rich and find gold and, you know, all of that. And so many of them just failed, and it's about their struggle. So this was, when I was in school, this was like obligatory. Everyone had to read it. But for some reason, I had 2 copies of it. And so I'm using this for a journal. Anyway, moving on. And I was about to gut it, like with you. We take it out and put in new pages. And I was like, why? I didn't used to do that. When I did journals, I used to make the covers out of something else, like cardboard boxes or something, and didn't used to gut them and use the covers. When I had a book that I used, I glued the pages together. So I just, why don't I do that? Back to basics, back to what I know. You know, sometimes you do stupid stuff. So, and this is not the stupid stuff. You know, I don't need to gut it. I don't need to spend time doing that. So I'm using the same thing. moving on. Okay, so here I glued 2 pages together to make it a bit stiffer. Here I have every month, the name of every month. This is a printout from Nick the Booksmith. Yes. And this is also from Nick the Booksmith. I just put a little tag on there. And here I have for stuff that I'm going to use for future months. So these, it's going to be like a monthly thing where I fill it in. And I just curl the edges on the brain fart paperclip. Yeah. And just put a little charm on there. So here we're starting. I glued 3 pages together here, and I gessoed them both to kind of bleach the text. So I started on this page, and I did decoupage, just a regular napkin. I needed to start somewhere, so I just grabbed the first napkin I found, and it happened to be this one, so I started with that. And then I put some stamps on here. Stamping, not stamps. Let's do this so you can see it better. Put some stamping on here. Glue some lace. You can see it behind here. Some lace on here. And the trim and the little bird cage. And then I decided I'm going to have every month have some kind of word, something that I want to do, something I want to accomplish, something that to remind me of something, or you know. So this one I have laugh every day. I have for January, and so far I succeeded. And some of you may know I struggle with depression and stuff a lot, so it's kind of bothers me when it hangs like that. Oops, sorry. So it's kind of tough, you know, and you kind of forget to laugh. So I've been trying to watch, you know, stand-up comedy, or, you know, something fun every day, something that makes me laugh, or just sometimes I saw a YouTube video where they said if you pretend to laugh, you will end up laughing for real. And it was actually true. I felt kind of stupid to walk around and just pretend to laugh with my pets. It's like, God, I felt so stupid doing that, but it actually worked. So I started to laugh again and knowing how to laugh again. And last thing, I glued a little bit of lace on the side here, and I found a heart that just happened to plop out. Oops. Sorry, drop stuff. Hope you didn't see my greasy hair. I still need to take a shower today. So that was just to introduce January, give me something to, you know, remind me of every day. I'll put that aside. Second page is bills for January, so I kind of filled in the bills in here. I'm not going to show you the numbers. And decorated, put some lace on, and I wanted to have some green. I didn't want bills and stuff to be negative, and for me green is my favorite color and it gives me a warm feeling. So I wanted to sort of, instead of constantly giving me anxiety and making my tummy hurt, I kind of wanted to try and change that. So I did I put some green acrylics along the edges, and I did some stamping that kind of disappeared. I'm gonna drop something on the floor again. Sorry. Oh. Okay. Okay. So here is Tradera is the place where I sell stuff here in Sweden. It's an online. It's a bit like eBay, and you sell worldwide too. And they recently put in an English option, so you can see stuff in English. So this is where I sell stuff, but also where I buy a lot of my craft supply, like these guys. I recently bought some stuff like, oops, these, some wooden keys and stuff like that. So I find them cheap, and I buy like for $1 or something, $2, something. So, but this month I actually bought a heck of a lot more. So here I have what I bought at Tradera, because, you know, keeping track of expenses, and I actually filled it up. So I had to put in an extra little tab here. And most of it was actually because I'm making a birthday gift for my ex. So I needed some stuff for that, and it was kind of expensive. So yeah, I'm not showing that. It's not his birthday until next month, end of next month, but I need time to get stuff, put stuff together and craft what I needed to craft. So I bought it already now, so it's here. I just gotta get started with that too. So this is a spread that I'm gonna have every month. So bills and sold and bought on Tradera, just to keep tracks of my expenses. And here, next page is like where I can put in notes. So I have a little tag here for, you know, writing stuff. And this I put in here. I'm gonna make like little booklets, I think. Just put some hardcover on. I think I'm gonna use the playing cards. I have a little fun story about that, but I don't know when my phone is gonna cut me off, so I'm leaving that. So I have this little tag here, and here I can put in photos or anything, you know. It's kind of a big tuck spot. And here I have a double pocket. And I don't know if you can see this. I like this paper, but it was only like a little bit of it in the scrapbook kit that I got, the used scrapbook kit. So it's just a little bit, but I really like it, and it's so soft. This paper, I really love it. Okay, so, and I made this tag. I just glued some book pages together to make it stiff, and then I photocopied some stickers that I had, inked the edges, just glued it on, inked the edges, and here is a page from the Pusheen book, this little Pusheen notebook that I have. So I have a little Pusheen there, and I inked it, and I took some lace and dyed it with acrylic paint and the distress ink. And this again is a printout from Nick the Booksmith. And I just glued it onto some watercolor paper. So that's that. And I kind of regret, after the fact, I realized I could make this little thing into a pocket too, but it was too late. So, and this will be the last spread for January. This is an envelope where I'm keeping receipts and stuff like that. So everything I buy, I just put the receipt in here. I'm not 100% happy with this envelope. It's too purple. I try to like keep the same vibe. So I use the same napkin. I use the same trim. I used a birdhouse, just a different one. So here's the trim. I tried to pick up, you know, colors. So the background of this tag, I don't know if you can tell, you can see the background of this tag here is the same paper that comes from here, but you can't really tell. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do more to this one than I already have, because it's a bit too purple. I want it to have like the same vibe as the rest of January has. So this is where I'm at right now. So this is February. I decided February is gonna be blue for me. So I kind of took out all my blue stuff and some blue papers and so on. So I started, and I decoupaged a napkin on here, and I put lace on bottom and top. Yeah, but top and bottom and top, and I glued in this little girl. She was a bookmark. I just cut her out. So that's how far I got, and I did cut out this little sticker, butterfly sticker. I'm thinking of putting it somewhere here. And I cut this one out. The background is also Nick the Booksmith. It has some text under there, but I put February on there. And I want some writing tag something up here. That's where I'm at the moment. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna go back a bit. This page, I did a big yes and a big no. So I glued this ribbon in here, and I frayed the edges here, so it's really cute and a little fluffy there. And I glued it up here, and I left it really long because I figured I could put some danglies on the end there and use it as a bookmark for the rest of the month. And so far it was like a good idea. But I glued it in with hot glue, which makes it really hard to, because it's so close to the spine, makes it hard to fold it over. So it kind of doesn't really want to fold over properly. So that makes that page kind of stand up. It's a little boo-boo, but it's there. So don't do my mistake. Don't glue hot glue this close to the spine. And I use a lot of hot glue for this because it's fast and easy, and we kind of want fast and easy. And this is not something that I'm gonna sell. It's not something that's gonna last for 100 years. I think I might be able to fit in maybe 6 months in this one. Maybe, if I'm lucky. I'm not sure. So I'm thinking maybe I want something to back this. I'm also thinking about the tag. This is a bit too white, isn't it? And I feel like it would be sad to kind of waste that one. So let's get back to business. Let's start working on this. So here I have already prepped bills and solid Tradera, so that will be the next spread. So these are prepped. I also filled in like the regular bills that I know I'm gonna get. I just haven't filled in the numbers, how much, you know, each bill is, and yet. So because I have some monthly bills, I try to put as many bills as possible for monthly instead of just paying once a year, because I have struggled paying like huge bills. It's easier for me to pay many small instead of one huge because my income is so low. So I'm gonna put these over here for now. Now I had a little baggie there. Let's see if we can find something that I can use with this tag in here. Maybe I want to put something in this one. Do I want that? Let's move this little butterfly. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. So let's take it all out. Let's dump it. Oh my goodness, guys, you should see my desk. It's up. Actually, this is not my desk. This is my kitchen table, and it's a mess. It's a complete mess. So, a few things before, because I don't know when my phone will shut off. Usually it shuts off about 30 minutes, and we're closing in. It's 27, 28 minutes at the moment. I'm thinking, shush. I don't like it better that way, but do I want it here at all? Do I even want it? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I can write on this. No, not the right color. Not the color I want. Not the color I want. No. Way too strong. Maybe too big. This is such a cute frame. Too big, too big, too big, too big. Everything's too big. Okay. So this is what takes time to kind of figure out what you want, what I have. Because I'm not used to working with this kind of material. I used to work with very limited material, and then you just go, you kind of, okay, this is what I got, this is what I put there. So now that I have a bit more material, I kind of struggle a bit more actually to know what to put there. And I get pickier too. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or it just kind of is. I think I'm gonna put the puzzle pieces in there. So I need something to write up there. Maybe I should rip a piece of this. Kind of like the colors, but this is where I took the bow away from, actually, from this that I used for this one. I ripped it from here, so this, I still can't get this glue off. It's still kind of sticky and it's annoying. This was also in the kit, you know, with the crafting. Maybe I use this in on a page and just, I don't know. So I also have a lot of blue postcards. That I took out that I figured I could be crafting with, but I don't know. Can just rip a little piece of that, maybe. I do want that butterfly. I know that. This is too big. I ran out of ink for my printer, so I can't print out more of the little thing that I had on January. So I kind of like the size of that. I don't know. I need something to write on. These papers are too bright. Not the right blue color. I don't know. Anyway, so if the phone cuts me off, I'm just gonna upload it the way it is, and I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas, a good New Year, and I hope you are doing what you want. And I'm sorry, I get so easily distracted when I craft, so I have problems speaking and keeping like train of thought, kind of like all over the place. And if you see me before, you know this. Oh, I forgot to talk about something important about this book. So, when I glue pages together, so this one I glued 3 pages together, and then I cut pages out. I cut several pages out, glued 3 pages together, cut several pages out again, glue 3 pages together. I'm gonna show you. I think it shows better before I started to. Can you tell there? You can see I cut pages out. So there's can you tell? Does it show? Yeah, now here you can see. So I cut a lot of pages out and then glued 3 pages together. And as you can see, I cut some pages out. So this is what I'm going to do the whole way down. Don't forget to cut pages out, or you're going to have a super crocodile. You won't be able to even closely close it. Now it's going to be a very crocodile thing anyway. It's going to probably look something like this. Because I only done 1 month and I'm already like this. Some of it is that ribbon, but it's also because kind of bulky. And this stuff is going in there too every month, so they won't bulk up anymore, but they're just gonna move places. So that was a little. Don't forget to cut pages out because you won't be able to fit anything in. It's gonna be way too thick. Just a little FYI, I forgot to tell you. I'm still thinking about what I want there. I want something little to write on. So here's my little small images and stuff. It's not really something to write on here. That's mostly. Maybe I just do a little flip. So I have like this and just kind of, no. I want the words to be like visible. I want to put something fun up there and not just rip. I can just take a piece of coffee dyed paper and, you know, rip it out and just, you know, maybe use this as a frame and put some coffee dyed paper in the middle and just, I can write on that, but I don't feel like it. I want to have something fun. Maybe I'll stamp something. I know I have something similar. This is also Nick the Booksmith, by the way. This is another one of the tea tags. Have a terrific day. I like that. Have a terrific day, guys. Hope you have a terrific... I'm going to start with that. I like that. Have a terrific day. Even though most of us drink a lot of coffee, I still like that. I don't know. What do I have here? Oh, Santa Claus. Okay. So if the phone cuts me off just now, I hope you have an amazing day. Oh, I wish this one was blue. Could have just cut it off a bit and just put it there. Maybe I can just, maybe I should I? Do I have it in here or is it in the big one? No, it's not in here. Oh, I don't want to go get the big one. Maybe I just rip. You know what? I'm just going to take a piece of this. This kind of blue, baby blue. I'm just going to cut a piece off and this folded. I'm just going to do a little thingamabob. Let's do this. It's kind of lined anyway. I don't really like the color. It's not matching quite, but so I have to think about what kind of word do I want there. What do I want for February? I don't know quite yet. So this is like a necklace I made a while back. Actually, this is made probably more like 10 years ago. Dollar store had a lot of beads and this little clasps and stuff, and this rubber. So I made a lot of stuff then that I don't really like anymore. But I figured they're blue and silver, so this will fit February, so I figured I can use it some way instead of just having it lying around. So what kind of size do I want? So I'm just using this. Ooh. Actually, I do kind of like that. Maybe I do want that after all. Then I don't want that. Do I want this? I think this is more like the same kind of bluish. This says Merry Christmas on the back. Maybe I do want coffee dyed paper after all. It is a lot of yellow here, so yeah. So I'm just gonna keep on crafting until the phone shuts me off. So I hope you have an amazing day and do something you really like, something you really, really love doing. And think about yourself this year. Maybe make this year about you. Make yourself